Welcome to Seas of Thought. Potential is overrated. I've met too many people with potential, smart, talented, gifted, capable, but here's the problem. Potential means nothing if it never turns into results. Think about it. A seed has the potential to become a tree, but unless it's planted, watered, and nurtured, it stays a seed. And that's the trap so many people fall into. They read the books, attend the seminars, take notes, talk about what they're going to do, but they never move from learning to living. Growth without action is just a dream. Action without alignment is just busy work. But daily, intentional action, that's where transformation happens. So today, I want to show you how to take your growth and turn it into results you can see, feel, and measure. Segment 1. The pain of wasted potential. Let's be real. The world is full of people who had potential. The classmate who was the smartest in school but never applied themselves. The athlete with natural ability who never trained, the person with charisma and creativity who never followed through. Story number 1, the athlete who quit. I once knew a young man who was an incredible basketball player. He had raw talent that scouts noticed early. Everyone said, he's going to the league. But here's what happened. He never committed to practice. He relied on his talent but refused to put in the daily discipline. By the time others with less talent but more work ethic passed him, it was too late. Today, he still talks about what he could have been. That's the pain of wasted potential. Regret. Knowing what you could have been but never becoming it. Segment 2. Why we struggle to take action. Why do so many people stay stuck in potential and never move into results? It comes down to 3 things. 1. Fear. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I'm not ready? 2. Perfectionism, waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect conditions. Spoiler, they don't exist. 3. Lack of structure. Without a system, action is random. Random action creates random results. And here's the truth, action doesn't kill you. Inaction does. The longer you wait, the heavier the weight of regret becomes. Segment 3, the action formula. So how do you actually move from growth to results? Here's the 3-part formula. 1. Clarity. Decide what matters. Most people fail because they're unclear. Clarity creates focus, and focus fuels action. Ask, what's the one thing I can do today that aligns with my growth? 2. Consistency. Do it daily. Motivation is unreliable. Consistency beats motivation every single time. Results don't come from what you do occasionally. They come from what you do daily. 3. Accountability. Measure progress. If it's not measured, it won't multiply. Journals, trackers, mentors, or even friends. Someone has to hold you accountable to action. Story number 2, the writer who showed up. I once heard of an author who committed to writing just 300 words a day. Doesn't sound like much, right? But in a year, that's 100,000 words, a full book. Daily action, even small, compounds into extraordinary results. Segment 4, building daily action habits. Here are 4 practical habits to turn growth into daily results. 1. Morning alignment. Start each day by reviewing your goals and purpose. If you begin with clarity, your decisions align with it. 2. The 1-hour rule. Dedicate at least 1 hour a day to work on your growth area. Block it on your calendar like a meeting. 3. The 2-minute momentum trick. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. It builds momentum and fights procrastination. 4. Evening review. End the day by asking, what did I do today that moved me closer to my purpose? Story number 3, the musician's discipline. I knew a musician who set aside 1 hour every night, no matter how tired he was, to practice. He wasn't the most talented at first, but his discipline elevated him beyond the naturally gifted. Today, he plays professionally. Why? Because daily deposits eventually compound into mastery. This doesn't just work in music, it works in every area of life. Segment 5, overcoming resistance in action. Here's the reality. Every time you step into action, resistance will show up. Resistance will tell you to wait. Resistance will tell you to scroll. Resistance will tell you it doesn't matter. But resistance isn't a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're on the right track. The key is learning to act in spite of resistance. Action doesn't have to be big. It just has to be consistent. Small steps break big barriers. Segment 6, turning action into measurable results. Action without measurement can feel like running in circles. Here's how you measure results. 1. Track your habits. Write down every day you follow through. 2. Set weekly wins. Instead of vague goals, define specific outcomes. Make 10 calls, write 2,000 words, read 3 chapters. 3. Review monthly. Ask, did my actions move me closer to my purpose? What needs adjusting? Story number 4. The fitness tracker. Breakthrough. I once met a man who struggled to stay fit. He kept saying, I'll start next week. But when he got a simple fitness tracker, something shifted. Seeing his steps, seeing his progress, it created accountability. Within 6 months, he had lost 40 pounds. Not because he tried harder, but because he tracked smarter. Segment 7. Reflection and application. Break. Let's pause for a moment. Grab a notebook and answer these 3 questions. 1. What area of my life has the most untapped potential? 2. What is one action I could take daily to move it forward? 3. Who can hold me accountable to that action? Remember, thinking about it isn't enough. Writing it creates clarity. Acting on it creates results. Here's the bottom line. Potential means nothing without action. Growth without action becomes wasted knowledge. Action without growth becomes wasted energy. But growth plus daily action equal transformation. Don't let your life be a story of what you could have been. Let it be a story of what you chose to become. Start small, stay consistent, measure progress, and watch potential turn into power. Because success doesn't go to the most talented. It goes to the most consistent. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who's stuck in potential. And subscribe, because in the next video, we're going to explore how to scale your results into impact that transforms not just your life, but the lives of others.